What's up, fishing folks? Welcome back to Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. In today's episode, it will be Buzzbait Part 1 with a short segment at the end, including Twitchbaits. The two Buzzbaits, or I'm sorry, the two lures that will be featured in this video are... Sorry, I should have been more prepared, but this is the Terminator 3/8 ounce black painted blade buzzbait, and I decided after a lot of experimentation with soft plastic replacements instead of skirts, the Keitech Crazy Flapper has been pretty awesome. It doesn't take a lot of tuning, as you know, different soft plastics that you try to incorporate on Buzzbaits take a little more tweaking. And the other bait showcased in this episode will be the Karls, I believe this is called the Hunchback Twitchbait, and it's like an iridescent, you know, translucent perch pattern. This came in my first mystery tackle box subscription. I have caught some good fish on it in the past, and one thing I did notice is you know, the way this bait is worked, it's kind of like a jerk bait, crankbait hybrid, I guess. You'll see in the way I have success working it. So I decided to go back to round bend, like medium shank hooks. These are Eagle Claw black nickel round bends, and I haven't had any problems with hookups. As you can see, there's a bill on there like a jerkbait bill, and remember, with jerkbaits, the smaller the bill, the more forgiving they are as far as how much action you're trying to impart with your twitches. So you can really, like, you know, kind of reel this down to depth, move it around like a crankbait, like on a steady retrieve. But you know, if you throw in a pause in there, then you can give it some rips. You know, let it dart around side to side, and then when it starts to float back up after a pause, you can reel it, or you can twitch it some more. It's up to you. It's got two beads in there, so I wouldn't say it suspends, but it's a slow rise. So it's a cool bait. I had the Hunchback in the lipless, and it was one of my favorite lipless, and then I snagged it and lost it after I caught a bunch of fish on it, unfortunately. So, and I canceled my Karls membership because I figure I like to pick out my own baits instead of having a bunch of overstock sent to me, and then I open my mystery tackle box. A week later, I go into Ollie's and there's all the same baits there. So it clued me in on what they do. They just buy a bunch of overflow and put a box together that costs them nothing. So enough with that. You know, I'm not saying I won't grab some things from them in the future. I do not throw Guggen baits at all. I don't really care for those guys. I don't care if they come up with the most fish catching bait. I'm pretty sure I'll survive my entire bass fishing career without donating to their pockets, and I'll still catch fish. Believe it or not, I will. So that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy the fish catch footage, and especially I wish I would have had my hat clip on so I didn't have to turn away from the field of view when I was fighting that buzzbait fish, because man, that fish cracked it. It was a good fish. My hat clip, my visor clip that I like to use, it broke after a lot of, you know, reattempts at breaking out the Gorilla Glue and gluing it, so I did have to order a new one. And I also got the actual hat where you can take your camera off your chesty and clip it right into the top of the hat. So I like to have that field of view, because when I set the hook, a lot of times I do that whole hip, you know, sweeping hook set with the majority of techniques and baits that I throw. So I turn away from the action, and I want you guys to be able to see the action as well. So that being said, guys, enjoy the video footage, and we'll be back afterwards. So enjoy. So I didn't think I was coming down here to fish this morning, so I'm kind of rigged up on the finesse end a little wrong, because we got a bunch of vegetation. I don't see how I could get a straight shank shaky head through any of this. I tried a little bit yesterday with no success, and that was a Texas rigged one, but I haven't got a good buzzbait fish yet this year. And I thought maybe bringing it over the tops of this vegetation might be a decent topwater bite if we can get on one. If not, I'll just start throwing the swim jig. This is the Terminator, and I put on the Keitech crazy flapper. Right. All right. That was epic. Look at this dude. Hey, buddy, you're game, aren't ya? Man, you are a stud. You are my hero, dude. Thank you. My goodness, what a stud. He said, no, not in my yard. What a fight. My goodness, aren't you epic for the cameras? Look at you, dude. You're a largemouth. You are a stud largemouth. My gosh. That was photogenic right there. Highlight reel. Definitely highlight reel stuff. Thank you, my friend. Man, look at the chunk on that fish. Awesome. How awesome was that, you guys? There you go, boss. Man, I live for that. You have no idea. So this is the buzzbait I'm throwing. This is the full size, big dog Terminator. Man, I don't remember if this is a 1/2 ounce or 3/8, but I like the painted blade. It's got a little bit of squeak already. And I put on the Keitech crazy flapper, which has been, out of all the trailers I'm experimenting with, this one has allowed the bait to, I had to tune it the least amount. I mean, it's been pretty easy to fish right since I rigged it up. That was awesome, you guys. So it's sprinkling on and off, but I've got some of my best days up here when it's doing exactly this. So I wanted to throw this like perch colored shallow running Twitchbait. I had a bite already. Look at that dude. That's not bad for freaking old coonskin, is it? Especially on a 6-pound fluorocarbon and a medium light. Yeah, man. That's pretty awesome. Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. Thank you, man. All right. It's off to a good start. Stop. There we go, boss. All right, all right, all right. Simmer down, dude. Get you back in the water. Simmer down, man. He's a feisty guy, isn't he? He's nice and slimy, he's chunky, so I'm not gonna take a picture, but I'm gonna let him go. Twitchbait coming through. There you go, buddy. Cool. So I've had this bait for probably going on 3 years. It's a Karls, I forget what they call it, some kind of twitch bait, because as you can see, it's got kind of like a shallow running jerk bait lip to it. And I never really got into twitch baiting, but I noticed that if you try to reel this thing too fast, it'll blow out. So what I do is I cast it out, I reel it down to depth, and then I hit it with some jerk bait, tight movements, but I also try to reel it too. Well, that was cool, man. Well, guys, I know it was a short one, but I hope it was entertaining and informative as well. Please don't forget to be subscribed so you're eligible to win the monthly giveaways. And speaking of, make sure you go back to, after this episode comes up, it will be the third one prior, where you will see the Hybrid Hunter and the Okashira screw lock in the thumbnail of the video. That is where, as long as in the comments you put Hybrid Hunter hashtag Hybrid Hunter Junior, all one word, no spaces, no capital sensitive, none of that. Just make sure you're subscribed. Any sharing on social media platforms would be appreciated, but it's not part of the protocol to be eligible to win. All you got to do is be subscribed and leave a comment in the comment section of that video, and you'll be eligible to win the only duplicate Hybrid Hunter Junior I was able to secure, along with a Lunker Hunt Customs like Ned pack kit thing that I saw and I thought was pretty cool, so I picked that up for you guys as well. Ring that notification bell so you know when I upload another episode. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, don't if you don't. And you know, fall is here, man. We can start really covering water, and I have a feeling a lot of y'all are going to be letting me know about your new personal best, and I'm going to get after mine too. Mine's a 6-pounder, so hopefully I can get to some of these lakes down south here. There's one where DNR have reports of people where they're trout fishing, and these big bass were coming up and eating the trout that they were fighting, hooked up and fighting. The bass were coming, snatching them off their hooks. So there's some big ones in there. So fingers crossed to be able to make my way down there one of these days with my buddy, and hopefully we'll both get our new PB. So that being said, guys, you know, you guys are awesome. Let that you know, giveaway episode fill up with comments, and we will do the drawing at the end of September for the Hybrid 100 Junior. And until the next time, guys, this is Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show, out for now.